one thing we didn't put in our notes, but the different parent interaction between the age groups, because it's going to be a little different in a toddler class as it is to a music makers class. But one thing I always remember with music makers is, of course, the parents not in there for the majority of the class. They come in for the last 15 minutes,
Right.
and but immediately the child wants to tell you what they've done. They want to jump back into this safe space with their parent and interact with them like that,
Yeah.
you know.
They can't wait for that moment to open the door and let the parents in. In fact, in my classes, I don't know if that happens to other teachers, but it becomes a thing. Who gets to invite the parents in from the hallway, and they want to do it every time. So I have to keep track. Who opened the door last week?
Oh
But
yeah.
yeah, they want to bring the parents in, and wow, and of course the parents sometimes immediately the parents think, oh, you need to no, don't talk now, don't but the child wants to tell them, like you're saying, Jeff. They want to say everything, like, oh, we did this and we did this and we did this, and the parents come in and think that it's still a classroom setting and you shouldn't be talking now, and I have to again release them to that freedom.
Hmm.
There are things that we release our parents to. It's okay. And then they kind of get settled in, and then we talk about, okay, what were we going to do during parent time? Let's all do this as a group. Let's do this as a group. Can you show this to your parent on your own? You're right. And I think that that changes online. I don't know if other teachers feel this way, but because the parents online in a music majors class are more, I call them the stage managers, because they have to kind of be on hand, because the notebooks, they got the binder and they got the folder and they got the game pieces, and there's so much going on, and I can't be there to help them stay organized. So the parents are sort of on hand to help with all the logistics. So I feel like the parents kind of been there the whole time. So it sort of changes my focus on the parent time. It has shifted a little bit, and I feel like parent time has now woven itself into the entire class. So looks a little different online.
Yes, very much so. I'm finding I'm weaving that in, even in the keyboard classes.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah,
Many times you'll notice it will say to do the activity again, but I know the parents have already done the whole activity.
right.
I'm just not going to do it again. It
Yeah,
doesn't make sense to me. I can use this time to do something else that I didn't maybe have time to do earlier.
yeah,
I haven't made my classes shorter. I
yeah.
still need all the time.
Me too.
Oh, good. I was wondering about other people talking about making them 20 minutes, and I'm like, there's no way.
No.
No way. I need every ounce. I start on time online, and those parents are still plugging in, well,
Yeah.
guess what? We start on time. I'm not waiting until they get their I'm sorry, that's a little tough love, but it simply is so. All they have to do is press the button, and get there on time.
Yeah.
It's not like
Yeah.
they're anywhere else. They really are home.
In
So,
fact, I agree. I need the whole time, but you're right. You use the time a little bit differently, but it's always time that you need. Even with a smaller class, I'm still, it's that full hour or whatever it is. And I noticed too that I'm talking to the parents at the end. The parents kind of want a little communication with the teacher, like they're leaning into the screen and they're like, hey, and they want to have a little chit chat time. So then I use that time to talk about what they could be doing during the week, and I draw their attention to the parent book. I feel like I'm doing that way more now than I was before, and maybe it's put a different emphasis in my thinking and how I communicate to the parents. But I'll say, if you look on page 10 and 11 in the parent book, that's where that dance is. So why don't you guys try that this week, and we'll meet up next week. Or if it's something we can't do in class because it's online and it just isn't working, maybe it's ensemble. I'll say, here's the way you build that ensemble. It's right on this page. And the
mm,
parents will like, wait, 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 and they get the book out and they're looking. So there's been some value here. But yeah, the parent participation is different, and it sort of shifts as it moves up through the curriculum.
yeah, yeah, definitely. I guess that's because also the children are eventually becoming more independent music makers.
Definitely.
That
I
is a
think my
goal.
cycle of seasons students online have been even more independent than they are when we're all in the classroom together. Well, I love having parents at cycles, and I wouldn't want to do it any other way. But I do feel like there's a little bit of a difference. My cycle students are like up close with the camera. They are ready to go. They're waiting for their patterns. They've got their own microphones. It's the
Oh
cue.
yeah.
They're very focused. I'm sometimes shocked to say, but it's been delightful. I love my cycles class. I like them all, but